Stop and think for a minute. What would a well-designed neighborhood have? Well, you have to have homes. Different kinds. Homes you can afford. You have to have roads so you can get places like work and school and then get safely home. How about sidewalks and trails? You gotta have somewhere to walk the dog. And don't forget parks. The whole family needs a place to play and have fun. Then there's a place to get groceries, gas, clothing, and coffee. The ideal neighborhood also has a lot of things we take for granted. Things like water mains, storm sewers, sanitary sewers, and utilities. We call those things infrastructure. They're the stuff designed by civil engineers, landscape architects, and planners. That's actually where nearly all neighborhoods start. We need roads that can handle the cars we drive and utilities that meet the needs of all those families. While you're at it, make sure they're all efficient to keep costs down for the town, the builders, the homeowners, and the businesses. You may not realize it, but bad infrastructure raises the price of everything, even that chai tea latte at your favorite coffee shop. So who are the folks who design great neighborhoods? What are the things they think about when they're designing a new neighborhood? Well, I can tell you because that's the work we do. Believe it or not, we start with nature. We take an approach called curvilinear design. That's a mouthful. It means starting your plan with the shape of the land. If you listen to what the land is trying to tell you, you discover how to design roads that align with the existing landscape. That means you have to move less dirt, and that saves money. More efficient pathfinding means fewer roads with less pavement. That saves money too, and gives rainwater more places to soak into the ground instead of turning into streams. Speaking of water, we all know it's going to run downhill. If you design so the water can flow the way it wants to go, that saves a lot of money. It eliminates the need for pumping, and if you help stormwater travel efficiently, it reduces the chance of flooding. I don't have to tell you what that costs. We help rain and melting snow do their thing by designing stormwater basins to compensate for the runoff from buildings and streets. You probably just think of them as ponds, but they're pretty important. They naturally filter surface water and add to a neighborhood's appeal by offering natural green spaces for wildlife and people to enjoy, and an excellent place for the landscape architects to incorporate trails, playgrounds, pavilions, and maybe even a neighborhood center. Large regional stormwater basins often become really big parks for the whole neighborhood to enjoy. That's an efficiency bonus that reduces the overall cost of park development. It also helps make park maintenance easier and cheaper for the city by reducing the need for smaller pocket parks. Good designers know they're important too. These parks serve kids who live nearby. Little legs can't walk that far, and parents like knowing the little ones are close to home. What about those businesses? The places where you work and shop. We know that a neighborhood that's good for business will have certain ingredients. Traffic needs to be routed so the businesses are visible to a lot of people, and the roads serving them will, ideally, connect to major highways to reduce the cost of transporting goods. These roads are called collector roads or arterial roads. When we design neighborhoods, we cluster the businesses in areas along these main roads. Store owners don't want to be tucked away in neighborhoods where only a few people see them. Then there's the fact that early morning deliveries and truck traffic can get noisy, and you don't usually want that right next to a residential area. Wow, there sure is a lot of thinking and planning to do before they start building the first house. It's pretty easy to see that having expert engineers, landscape architects, and planners is important. It's even better when they live right next door.